Hi, boys and girls. This is kind of a continuation of the lesson I did yesterday. I needed to sit at the table and I needed to wash my hands because they were all sticky. So I thought, let's just do this in 2 lessons. Okay, so I've got my pumpkin that I cut open yesterday. You can see the pulp and the seeds inside. I'm going to read this really quick again. Parts of a pumpkin. A pumpkin has a stem. A pumpkin has leaves. A pumpkin has skin. A pumpkin has pulp. That's the sticky stuff inside. A pumpkin has seeds. Yes, it does. A pumpkin is orange. So I hope that you guys colored your book yesterday and practiced reading it, and make sure that you put it in your book box, and make sure you write this on your new reading log for November. Unless you're still finishing up your October, either one, but write it down after you read it, okay? Okay, and then what we're gonna do is, I think, what I believe is the last page in your black folder for September and October. So I am getting together some things for November and maybe even December, and we're gonna have another pickup day. I'm just not sure when that's gonna be because I don't know how long it's gonna take me. It's gonna take me a while because I wanna send home some fun stuff to do the next 6 weeks. Okay, so I went ahead, if you get this paper out, I went ahead and started coloring. I didn't finish it, but I just wanted to get a start because I knew it was going to take me a while. Now, what you can see, it says label the parts of a pumpkin, and it has all those different parts that we talked about. So I'm going to get it nice and close here. It says seeds, leaf, ribs, ribs, okay, skin, pulp, and stem. And then you can see the boxes are right next to whatever we need to label. Now, I'm going to give you guys a choice. If you want to, you could either make a copy of this and cut these out, or you could just cut straight across right here, okay, and then cut these little pieces out and glue with a glue stick, or you can write them, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and write them. I don't think they're too hard to write because you're just copying right here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one. So this is closest right here to this. You guys know what that is? Yes, it's the stem. I'll show you right here. It's the stem. Okay, that's the part that you get to, it's like the handle of the pumpkin. It makes it easy to lift up. Okay, so stem. Now I need to find it. Now there's a couple of words that start with an S. So this one is seeds, and this one is skin. Okay, and this one is stem. So I'm telling you now that it's a little tricky, I know, because there's 3 words that start with S, but I'm telling you it's the one that do you hear the T in there? And then stem. And that's okay to get some help if you can't read all those words. Okay, so I'm gonna have to write kind of small, S-T-E-M. I don't want to do it too small because I want to be able to read it. So I went ahead and I put the word stem right here next to the stem. Okay, this is the leaf, right? Now there's only 1 word up here that starts with a O, so I think it's going to be easy to find. Now if you're doing what I'm doing and writing it down, it might be a good idea to just put an X on it, and then that way you won't go back to this one and get mixed up. So leaf, could this be leaf? No, that starts with the S. Could this be leaf? Yeah, leaf. The A is silent. L-E-A-F, and I'm going to put a little X on that because now we've used 2 words. Okay, now this one here is right over the top of those lines. Do you remember what we called those lines? Okay, I showed you yesterday. You have ribs right here, the bones right here. Okay, they protect your heart, right? Inside your body. Those are called ribs. Well, the pumpkin has kind of those too. They're not bones, but they're just kind of sections and lines on the pumpkin. And it's right here, r. There's only 1 word there that starts with a R, so ribs, okay? Has more than 1, so there's an S on it. Okay, now this part here is just kind of talking about what's on the outside of the pumpkin. What's on the outside? That's the skin, right? Just like you have skin right here on the outside of you. Okay, so this one here, this is seeds. Okay, ribs, I forgot to check that off. And then this one, if you sound it out, it's skin. This one here is skin. And like I said, it's okay for parents to help you. Skin. Okay, now down here at the bottom it says, what can you see inside the pumpkin? Well, look, we know, we see the seeds. I even got some of my seeds out, the ones that I bought at the store. Okay, the ones that are all roasted and toasted and have salt on them. They're delicious. Okay, that's here. Now I know it starts with a S, so it's our last one that starts with a S. So I'm gonna check that off. So I went ahead and X'd off all the ones we've done so far. The last one is pulp. That's the sticky stuff that's inside, right? Pulp. Pulp. And I'm done. Now I can finish coloring it. So what I did is, you guys have 3 oranges in the box of crayons that I gave you. There's a dark orange, a light orange, yellow orange, and then just an orange. So I went ahead and outlined that. I colored my stem, I colored my leaf. I outlined it with the dark orange, okay? And then I'm gonna color it in with the light orange. Ooh, that's really pretty. And then you're done. And then just go ahead and take a picture of this. And I forgot to tell you yesterday, oh, and you probably have already done it, but I will put it on the assignment page. That book that you did yesterday, this book, you don't have to take a picture of every single page. Why don't you take a picture of your favorite page? I just like to know that you watched the video, you saw the lesson about the parts of a pumpkin, you saw me cut it open, and you colored your book. But I will trust you that you colored the whole book, and just send me a picture of one page. Don't forget, put it in your book box with all your other books from kindergarten. Don't forget to read it. You can read it more than once. There's quite a few good sight words in that book. And I'm going to show you this in a minute because I think it's beautiful. And the reason I saved this again is that pumpkins are great for October because we cut pumpkins and turn them into jack-o'-lanterns, but they're also great for November because we eat pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. Okay, so good job. Have fun doing that paper. This is kind of a science page, so you're doing science today.